won't be able to pee for about 4 hours, and there's just no other options. I honestly haven't peed this whole time, you guys, so of course I'm going to have to pee like a million times.
You pee very often, though. That's going to be hard.
I know, that's like my nervous thing. Just wish me luck. Just wish me luck. Oh my God!
Welcome back. The first step to this makeup look, we're going to highlight the inner and the outer corners with this dark brown Kohl Kajal stick. By this point, you should look crazy, something similar to this. But don't worry, because with a synthetic blending brush, we're going to blend out this pencil that we just put down. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure that it's semi-blended. So just follow what I'm doing here. And then I'm taking this bronze color to act as a transition to all of the eyeshadows that we're going to use. This is just going to ensure that all of the shadows we use later on will blend nicely together. You can also be quite liberal with the application of this transition color, because the more surface area we cover with this brown transition color, the less tacky and sticky our eyelids are going to be. So you can spread it out pretty far. And I'm crazy about my Jaclyn Hill palette. Thank you to my mom. I'm going to use this red color on the bottom row furthest to the left. We're going to place this exactly where we placed the dark brown pencil in the first step, remember? We're going to deepen up the outer and the inner corners with this shade. And if you feel like it's getting a little bit harsh, you can always go back to the first blending brush that we used to put down that transition color and just go back in and blend out the edges. From the same palette, I'm using the gold shade on the bottom row right next to the one that we just used, and I'm concentrating this on the center of my eyeball. You can also bring this up a little bit further towards your eyebrow. Try to keep this color almost like in a line, if you can see what I'm doing. And then taking the red shade again from the bottom row, how many times can I say again? I'm going to take this more on a stiffer brush and a smaller brush and blend in the gold with the edges of my eyes. This gold is a very strong statement in the center, so we kind of just want to blend it out a tiny bit with this red color. And then with this dark brown creamy eyeliner that we used in the first step, remember, I'm going to accentuate my lower lashes very heavily. In the picture, it looked like Kim had a really strong under eye on her lower lashes. Next, I'm going to blend out this harsh line with a synthetic blending brush. Additionally, we're going to add the same red color to our lower lash line to warm up the brown color and also to set the pencil, because it is a creamy product and setting it with an eyeshadow is going to make sure that it lasts longer. To further intensify the center of our eyelids, I'm going to use a glitter gold liner to complement the gold shade that we used earlier in the center. To thicken up my lashes, I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner. Now, I'm not going to create a wing, but I am going to make it fairly thick so that the dramatic lashes that we put on will complement it well. Just a word of advice, try not to look up while your eyeliner is drying. That's why I'm fanning myself so that the eyeliner and the glitter liner will dry. Like most Kim K looks, we are going to use a blinging underbrow highlight. And then I'm just going to put some glue onto my fake eyelashes. I'm doing this before applying mascara so that it's going to have time to dry a little bit and get tacky. Following which, I will coat my eyelashes with any mascara that's near me. With this look, I think lashes make a huge difference. With the pink shade from this concealer palette, I used it to color correct under my eyes so that it's going to even be brighter and lighter. And then going in with the yellow shade from the same concealer palette, this is going to further brighten up under our eyes. Since we used the pink shade first, that canceled out any darkness that was underneath the eyes. But with the yellow shade, it's going to further brighten up underneath our eyes. I'm also bringing this light color towards the center of the face because when you have light colors in the center, it photographs really beautifully. And then I'm going to bake my face, which basically means applying an excessive amount of powder underneath the eyes and the T-zone that we are going to leave for a few minutes and then dust it away. This is the best way I found to keep all the makeup in place. And then with the pressed powder, I'm going to set the rest of my face. This is so that when we apply bronzer and blush and highlight, it's going to go on much smoother, whereas if we just put it on a tacky, wet surface, it would cling to certain areas and not be able to blend it out very easily. And here I'm going to do two things. With this big fluffy brush, I'm going to bronze the perimeters of my face. This is so that I'm going to look more bronzy, more golden, like Kim did in the picture. I'm also going to contour with a little bit of a stiffer brush and a darker brown. This is to accentuate my cheekbones and give me that bone structure that I do not have. Kim also has a really little forehead, so I'm going to try and make mine look smaller. So I'm going to apply this dark brown color into my hairline. Now I'm going for an apricot-y blush that's going to complement all the warm tones going on our face and our eyes. By this point, I'm also dusting away all of the excess powder that we had sitting underneath our eyes. And then, we're going to highlight with Makeup Revolution's Golden Lights Vivid Baked Highlighter. Really, really cheap, and as you can see, really blinging. Now the last step is the lips. First, I always like to powder my lips so that the lip liner has something to stick to. And then I'm going to dramatically overline my lips with this nude Rimmel lip pencil because Kim's lips are pretty huge compared to mine. So I wanted to make mine look bigger. And I'm also going to fill in my lips with this lip liner. Sorry, I got hungry. The very last step is applying this, what is it? Gold, so professional. This gold lip gloss onto my lips. And you're done.